Hi Taurus, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with another love reading, and this is what are their true intentions in love with you. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and if you guys get a message, please give a thumbs up. And for all the newbies, welcome in here, and for the returners, great to have you guys back. So let's get into the reading, and from the bottom of the deck, Taurus, is the Seven of Cups and the Temperance card. And I feel like there could be healing in this reading. There could be, because we see a couple of healing cards. I see the four of Swords. The Star is here as well, and but I also feel like there is some deep reflection going on in this reading for some, right? This could be for the cross watcher too. And just keep in mind that these energies can go back and forth. So, even if it says Taurus, etc., that I could be addressing the cross watcher, right? So yeah, I do feel like somebody's making a hard choice, though. Yeah, I feel like that is the case here. And let's get into this reading right now. The current energy for you right now, Taurus, is the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the High Priestess. I think that right now, somebody is turning their back here in a situation. Yeah, somebody's leaving in this reading, right? Somebody is. There's too many problems. There could be lies here. I'm not sure if the Seven of Swords is in this reading, but there are some other cards here that, talk about challenges. And somebody is leaving currently, Six of Swords in the current dynamic. Somebody's trying to, avoid the problems, maybe arguments, maybe heartbreak, maybe mind games, etc. But they're trying to get to a calmer place. And there could have been a secret revealed, possibly High Priestess in the reverse, right? This can also talk about a water sign being in the reverse simply because of, too many troubles, right? And there could be a water sign here because we see the Knight and the King of Cups down here in the underlying issues. So there could be many players in this reading, Taurus. There could be, maybe not as many as Aries, okay, reading. But there could be a few players here. The Three of Swords is also in the reading here. Yeah, it is. And let's get into this here. Where is that Three of Swords? Yeah, right here. Okay. So I just think that right now you could be, either you are challenging somebody or maybe, trying to figure out whether, you want to cut somebody out, possibly, because of a third party maybe, okay? Or because you could also be, questioning yourself, right? Queen of Swords can sometimes be just kind of inward here. It can be both, inward and outward. But it is like questioning, right? It is questioning whether or not you want to tolerate something or whether or not something works for you. And I feel like that's what you're doing. You are either challenging somebody else. Maybe they are an Aries, possibly, because we see Aries a lot in the reading. Yeah, we do. We see the Magician here. The Emperor is over here. Yeah, so there could be an Aries here. There could also be a Leo, possibly, or a Sag. We got a lot of energies here. As I said, the Wheel is in the reverse here, challenging you, Taurus, with the Fool and the Two of Swords. So somebody is like kind of unhappy here, or they don't know what to do about somebody having a new start. This could be your own new start, or this could be the other person's start, but this is in the challenge, right, the cross. You, Taurus, you want a new beginning, you want to end a cycle, the World card. And the Seven of Cups is here as well. It's showing up over here at the bottom of the deck. I feel like you want to make a choice here, but I feel like you are confused here about how to have victory. Yeah, and how to, like, there could be just a hard choice here about maybe between two people, possibly. But definitely you want a new start here, and you're trying to find out how to have victory. Yeah, I feel like you are. Now, you're seeing your person as the Hermit and the Queen of Wands and the Five of Wands. So neither one of these is you, Taurus, right? This is Virgo and, Aries, Leo, or Sag, and which are all in this reading. In fact, it could be a Sagittarian maybe because the Wheel is here, and Temperance, and the Queen of Wands now. So there could be a Sagittarian here, definitely. Yeah, they're always kind of like meddling in other people's affairs. Just kidding, I'm a Sag. And let's get a card on that Queen of Wands, though, because this is kind of interesting. I want to see what is going to show up. Why is the Queen of Wands there for? Why does Taurus see their person as the Queen of Wands? The Six of Cups. So there could be somebody from the past here But I just feel like, you know, your senior person, they could have drug you into a third party. The Five of Wands, right, is always about, it's either a struggle or just too many people are in the mix, right? And there are a lot of people in this reading. There are. Yeah. I feel like there is, you know, there's a union here, but there's definitely other people either trying to take away your person or you're trying to walk away with somebody else here. Yeah, and I feel like there is disappointment on both sides. I do see that in the reading. But you're seeing your person as either struggling here, you know, yeah, in a situation here. And I feel like it is involving a Virgo. You could be dealing with a Virgo or a Queen of Wands. But there could be a third party that involves both, right? A Queen of Wands, the Aries, Leo, or Sag, or a Virgo, maybe, because the King of Pentacles is here in the reading. So this is why I also think they're, you know, that could be you though, Taurus, right? But it could also be a Virgo, okay? I'm thinking this is you showing up in the block down here. But I think there could be a Virgo for some of you guys. Yeah, there could be. And, yeah, or there could simply be soul searching as well, because as I mentioned at the beginning of the reading, you know, that there is the element of trying to figure things out here. Yeah, if, like in some way, somebody is, you know, dwelling on a matter here. But I feel like there could be a third party here, and there could be a fire sign or an earth sign here, and it could be somebody from the past. This is how I see this reading a little bit, that there's somebody from the past involved. And maybe it is a Sag, but let's keep going. Their current energy is the Death card, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. So definitely they're ending something. I don't see transformation here so much, right? Unless you know, could be transforming, maybe being with somebody and going solo, because your person is feeling alone here, right? They're feeling abundant here, or they're feeling like on their own, and you know, they're going to take care of themselves. Nine of Pentacles. It's not entirely alone and destitute. It is alone and doing well. And the Five of Swords is here. So, you know, they could be feeling this despair at the same time from this ending, all right? And your person could be also, you know, you could be dealing with somebody who is kind of going through conflict. They could be posing conflict. Let's get one more card. Five of Swords. Why is that Five of Swords there? The Two of Cups. Yeah, this is about a third party here, and they know they're going solo here because somebody else has their Two of Cups. They could be going solo because they have theirs now, right? But there's definitely an ending here. Now, in their cross or their challenge is the Star and the Devil. Wow, right? So there could be, you know, a Capricorn in the reading too. And the Nine of Cups is here. I feel like their challenge is that they're stuck here about either trying to get their own, you know, Nine of Cups, or that you have your Nine of Cups. Yeah, you have somebody that you really want, and you could be turning your back on them, okay? Somebody's turning their back on somebody in this reading, right? And yeah, and it's not entirely clear who's doing it here, but we can, you know, possibly verify down here, because as I always mention, and I've heard, you know, career tarot readers say the same thing, that in a general, when there are too many people involved, it can be you know, challenging as to who is, you know, actually breaking it off or moving on or cheating or anything like that, right? In their desired position is the Emperor. You could be dealing with an Aries, right, Taurus, because in your cross is the Fool, and in the underlying issues is the Magician here, and now we see the Emperor. So these are three cards, you know, and we see the Queen of Wands, so there definitely could be, you know, an Aries for some of you. Now, you know, in their desired position, they are desiring the Emperor, the Ten of Cups, and the Four of Swords. They could be wanting to heal it with an Aries, right? Because we see a lot of healing here. We see Temperance, we see the Four of Swords. The Star can also be healing. Yeah, it can. Whatever you see water, okay, is, you know, there could be healing in a situation. I feel like they want to heal a situation with an Aries, maybe. Why is that Four of Swords there? Why is the Four of Swords there for Taurus's person? The Moon here. Yeah, I just feel like they're confused here. And there is an element of confusion in this reading, definitely, with the Seven of Cups twice. And there's also an element of somebody having too many options, for sure, right? That is clear in this reading as well. Yeah. How they are seeing you, Taurus, Six of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, and the Hangman. We'll get a card on the Hangman. There could be a Piscean here. Maybe. King of Cups in the reading. So far we have the Queen of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the Queen of Swords, I believe. Is she here? No, I don't see the Queen of Swords. But we have, already the King. We have the Earth element here, the Water element, and we have the Fire element, right? We have the Kings, 3 Kings here. Yeah, definitely. Or 2 Kings and a Queen, rather, but still. And a few other core cards in each element. So far we have everybody here. I don't see the Air element so much here, but Gemini is showing up here. So yeah, a lot of players here. Let's keep going though. Let's get a card on that Hangman. Why is the Hangman there, please? And this is how they are seeing you. They're seeing you as, wow. So they're seeing you as a 6 of Pentacles. I feel like they're seeing you just in a third party or giving to somebody else here, right? But they could be in limbo about it because maybe you put this 10 swords in their back, right? 10 of swords showing up in how they are seeing you. They could have done this, right? They could have done this to you. Yeah, they could have betrayed you, right? Because we see the 3 of Swords down here too. They could have betrayed you and, because they were cheating here, but somebody's stuck about it, right? There could also be a Piscean here. And so this is clear here too, that there's confusion and there is like stagnation here because somebody is like, kind of trying to pick up the pieces here. That's how I see this reading. 5 of Cups is also here, yeah, in the reading, which is kind of like that, trying to pick up the pieces. But over here in the past dynamic, 7 of Pentacles, the 2 of Wands, and the 8 of Swords. So somebody in the past was trying to figure out here like how to have their own new path. But they were stuck about it and they couldn't release themselves entirely either from this union here or from maybe from too much third-party energy possibly. But this could be, in the past somebody, one of you guys could have been studying the other person and felt stuck about it. Like, what are they going to be doing here and who are they going to be leaving with? 2 of Wands, or who are they choosing possibly? Clarify the 8 of Swords in the past dynamic. And the Ace of Wands. Yeah, see, somebody is like trying to assess a situation about their own new beginning. But I feel like this is about the other partner's new beginning. Yeah, because the 8 of Swords is there in the mix, right? Which is all about being restricted and stuck. In the current dynamic, someone is rowing away, right? In their, Gilligan's Island boat over here. There's probably a hole in the boat. Just teasing here. They have like an old canoe here, basically. And, is that a canoe? Yeah, I feel like it is. But anyway, 6 of Swords, Ace of Swords, and the Sun. Somebody's leaving, right? Because they have clarity who makes them happy here. Or somebody is leaving, maybe because somebody had victory with somebody else, right? Yeah, but in any event, somebody's leaving here. And I felt like in the past they were feeling stuck about it, but now they're leaving. Yeah, let's get a card on the Sun. Why is that Sun there? Hierophant, that's you, right? That is you, Taurus, showing up as the Pope over here, right? Is that the Pope or the Bishop? I feel like it's the Pope, all right? You don't have to be Catholic, okay? You could just be the boss, right? Because the Hierophant's kind of like the boss. And, wow. Yeah, we'll get one more card on the Hierophant. Why is that there? In the current dynamic. And Knight of Pentacles. So that's you, definitely here. And somebody's leaving here to have victory, possibly. But I feel like somebody's leaving because somebody else is having victory. Yeah, I feel like that is the case. In the past, they were stuck about it. Let's go over here now. And before we get to the last part of the reading, let's pull a couple of these cards here from the Wisdom of the Oracle. We could just do it right here in the middle. I don't see why not. And yeah, if you guys want, I could do a little recap here. Before I get into their energy, which is down here, and their energy down here is, this is the underlying energies, and this is the challenge between you guys, what they're hiding, or what is unknown, right? What they're fearing, and their true intentions. So let's get a couple cards. What does Taurus need to know about love what does Taurus need to know about love? The Yin card. Okay, so this is telling you to be just receptive here, and kind of kick back, and try not to make things, work so hard, right? Is receptivity and being open and between two worlds. And that would make a heck of a lot of a sense here. A heck of a lot of a sense. Okay. That would make a heck of a lot of sense because somebody's leaving in the current dynamic, right? And yeah, and also I feel like you want a new start for yourself, Taurus. So this is all about, you know, being between two worlds, right? And now we have to be fair. So, you know, somebody, maybe there is an element here that somebody needs to be fair, right? To be fair, maybe there was cheating here or some type of, you know, going outside. And now, you know, maybe it is fair to just walk away, right? Sometimes we have to just cut our losses. I feel like that's going on in this reading, but I also feel like somebody's really upset about it, right? Now, over here in the underlying energies is the Tower, the Magician, the Knight of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the King of Cups. There's a Tower moment going on right now because somebody's having a new start, possibly with a water sign, okay? Or an Aries. It could be, that could be the case here. I think the Magician can be, you know, showing up just as a new start as well, in case Aries is, you know, not in this reading. For some of you Taurians, there is an Aries though, right? Because the Emperor is here and the Queen of Wands, right? And the Magician over here. The block is the King of Pentacles, right? And Virgo was showing up in this reading, yeah, and how you are seeing your person. So, you know, there could definitely be an earth sign here. But this can be you, Taurus, right? Standing here looking fine as hell here. This King of Pentacles, he is fine. And, but over here in the block here, I just think that there's a third party blocking this because the Three of Swords, the Nine of Wands, and the Empress here. So for me, the Empress in this reading is either you, Taurus, or a third party. And it can be both because there is both in this reading. And it's right underneath the Three of Swords. So, you know, we're talking about a definite third party, and we're talking about heartbreak that is making somebody feel really guarded here. And this is maybe there is fear here, right? There could be fear. I feel like that's what this is here in the challenge, that there is a certain amount of fear here, and there probably is fear of, you know, of a third party, somebody walking away. We are seeing that, but also there is fear, like how to carry on, right? Yeah, how to carry on in the situation. Because in the desired position is the Six of Wands, right? And somebody, you know, you could be in your desired position. You could be trying to overcome a situation where somebody had a lot of options here. Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like that is the case as well. Interestingly enough, right? Now, in the hiding position, Five of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles underneath, they're leaving. They're hiding the fact that they could simply be sad here about it. Four of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Page of Cups. But, you know, nobody, I mean, maybe they're hiding their sadness for some of you guys, right? Because some people, they do that, right? I know players that will never, you know, they will never show they're sad about a situation, even though deep down you can hear it in their voice, you can see it on their face, right? That you are walking away from them. But they won't, they don't want to show it. They don't want to show their vulnerability. And they don't want to show their feelings, right? And this is sometimes why people are players, right? Because they don't want to be vulnerable, so they just want to stay open to, you know, Susie, Janie, and Maria, maybe something like that, right? But yeah, I feel like they are hiding the fact that. I feel like they're hiding the fact that they're leaving. That's what I feel like they are hiding the fact here. But they could also be feeling sad that you are going, because I'm feeling both of these. And both of you guys are leaving here in this reading. I'm pretty sure here. Yeah. Somebody is really leaving, and the other person I feel like is like reacting, right? Like, okay, this person's going to leave, so now I'm going to go, even though I'm challenged by the situation. Because we see a lot of challenges here. We see the Seven of Cups. We see the Nine of Wands, right? Yeah, and we see the Seven of Wands. These are all challenging cards, definitely. Okay, so in their fear is the Seven of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. So they're fearing, let's get one card here, but they're fearing here that it's going to be difficult for them to have a new start, possibly, or they are fearing that they could be trying to resist here. For some of you, they are resisting, like they're afraid that, maybe you are going to resist them having a new start here too. That could be the case here, right? Yeah. And somebody could be unhappy over here because they could be hiding the fact, as I mentioned, not showing their feelings that you are leaving, and they're really unhappy about it. But where are those cards at? Yeah. I feel like over here in their fear, they're afraid somebody's leaving here. Someone's having a new start, and they can't really deal with it, right? Seven of Wands. They're trying to defend themselves or kind of stand up for themselves in a way. But there could be resistance here too, right? And there could be, why is that Page of Wands there in their fear position? The Queen of Cups now. So now we have the Queen and the King of Cups. Wow, I feel like everybody, there's a lot of players here. Yeah, so we have how many queens do we have in this reading? We have 2 queens, and we have the King of Pentacles, which is you, and we have the, I thought there was another, the King of Swords, I believe, is here. Anyway, there are a few queens here. Yeah, the Knight and the King of Pentacles is here. This is you, but the Queen of Wands is here, and the Queen of Cups, and the King of Cups over here. I just feel like there's another king kind of floating around here. But there's a lot of there's a lot of players in this reading, this is clear. Yeah, and the Queen of Swords is over here, so I was right here. Yeah, in your energy, right, Taurus? So there's a lot of people here, and this is, this is what is causing, kind of this revolving door that people are leaving here because they're like, I'm not going to put up with this. But in their fear position, if they are not a Queen of Cups, yeah, I feel like your person, they could be a water sign, they could be, but your person could be a Virgo though. Yeah, it could be here, but they could be a water sign as well, and they could be a fire sign. Yeah, Queen of Wands. But anyway, over here, in their fear position, they are afraid here that either they are fearing their own new beginning with the Queen of Cups, right? Not fearing it, but like being overwhelmed by it, right? Like, oh. But I feel like they are fearing that you are having a new beginning with the Queen of Cups, Taurus. Are you? Why is that? That could be the case here. Underlying energies is the King and the Knight of Cups. Yeah. So somebody has a Queen of Cups here, or a King, or a Knight, however you want to say it, right? The Page is also here in the reading, I believe, too. But let's get one more card on that Queen of Cups. Why do they fear the Queen of Cups? The Two of Pentacles. Yeah, they're afraid that you're going to, like, you're juggling them for a Queen of Cups, or that you're going to decide on the Queen of Cups. To have a new beginning. Ace of Cups here. Definitely. See what else they're hiding. Clarify that Page of Cups. Yeah, see, I said the Page of Cups is there. Seven of Swords. Yeah, they're leaving you out here. Yeah. They're leaving you out here. And they could be afraid that their own thing, they could be leaving you out for a Queen of Cups, right? The Tower and the King and the Knight of Cups here. Yeah. They could be leaving you out for a Queen of Cups, and they're worried that it's not going to go well for them, maybe. Yeah. Now, in their true intentions is the Lovers, so there could be a Gemini here, right? But there, for me, there's just a bunch of lovers in this reading, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay, Strength card and the Five of Cups, and, they're making a choice here. They could be making a choice, right? But I feel like they're trying to have courage here about a situation. Clarify the Five of Cups. Why do they have the Five of Cups? The Chariot. So there could be a Cancerian here with the Queen of Cups and the Knight and the King of Cups, right? Definitely, there could be a Cancerian here. And there's a bunch of people here, as I mentioned. But I feel like they are, they're trying to have courage here, but they're grieving here. They're grieving a situation here. Wow. But they could also be, your person could be trying to be strong about you having somebody else. Because in this reading, it feels like both people are moving on. Yeah, and both people are trying to have a new start here. Yeah. And somebody is definitely leaving for another relationship. Both of you could be going for another relationship. But I'm seeing at least one of you is, out the door for this new Ace of Cups, right? Yeah, definitely. Let's get one last card on the Chariot in their true intentions. Why is that Chariot there for a Taurus person? Eight of Cups, see? Exactly. So somebody's grieving somebody leaving here, and that is totally the case. And we see the Six of Swords in the reading as well. So these are, Ten of Swords here, completion as well. The World card, all these completions are here. Ten of Pentacles over the Ten of Swords. Ten of Cups here. And what's missing here? The Ten of Wands, right? The Ten of Wands is, yeah. So, yeah. So The Eight of Cups is here now, and they are, I feel like they are, they could be making a choice to walk away, but I feel like they are also grieving here. This is what I feel like. They are grieving that somebody else is leaving here. Yeah. Although, I feel like they are hiding a lover here. So go figure, right? Gonna leave the reading there, and yeah. And to be fair was showing up in the Oracle card. And what that means for me is that, you know, nobody can really point fingers in this reading, because I feel like both of you guys could have somebody on the outside, to be fair, right? There we go. Okay, Taurus, thank you very much. If you got a message here, please give a thumbs up. Thanks for liking, sharing, and watching my videos. If you guys need your own reading, which is the only way to really, you know, get the real nitty-gritty on your situation, you can certainly do that. The information is below, and all the details are in the About section. Thank you so much, Taurus, and a ton of power and light going out to you.